Hello everyone, so today I'm going to go to court and after that I'm going to go on site. So, today I'm sharing my day with you guys as an entrepreneur in Ghana. The challenges that you got to go through. The beautiful thing about Africa is when you're going to court, you don't necessarily have to wear a suit. You can just, put on the kaftan, which is the African wear, and we are looking really professional. You are good to go, right? Because it's kind of hot. So today I'm heading to court to defend my land, trying to make it out here, but you gotta deal with some demons along the way. So we just do what we gotta do. As you guys saw, me and my lawyer, talking about how the case went. The plaintiff, the guy who's bothering me on the land, the extortionist, didn't show up as always, delaying. Well, while I'm not going to get into the matter of the case, I am going to let you guys know where I'm at right now. Um, Obviously, we've been able to show that my land is not part of whatever he's claiming. It's totally two different lands. I'm not going to dive into all the illegalities and stuff that he's doing, but we are at a point where he can't do anything anymore. He's just delaying and delaying and delaying. So they changed the judge. Okay, the judge on my case, after we presented all the evidence, he has nothing. They changed the judge, and the new judge has to do something called as proceedings adoption, right? Taking over the case, she has to list everything for each party, and we have to agree that this is indeed what happened with the previous judge, and then she's going to adopt it, and from there we can continue with the case, right? So last time I was in court, which was about 2 weeks ago, the new judge came for the first time, and then that's when she told us that, we're going to get the proceedings for us to adopt. So once that happened, we received that proceedings last week. We went through with it. Everything was fine except one thing that it wasn't a big deal that we're supposed to, talk to the judge about today, and then we were good to go. Now, they came in today. The guy didn't show up as always, but one lawyer came in. Delayed tactics saying that they didn't get the proceedings, they just got it today. My lawyer pushed very hard for us to get the proceedings, made sure that they push it to them a week before, but just delayed tactics, unfortunately. So it's just part of the game. And after that, I came on site, basically, right? So I'm in Tema. The renovation works that we're doing is in Tema as well. So I'm in Tema, beautiful neighborhood that I'm going to take you guys to. They got some massive mansions out here. So let's dive into it. So this case is laughable. While it's being stressful, there is nothing to panic on my end because the guy has nothing. There will be situations where, it's kind of not too black and white. It's like gray area where you'll be panicking. My situation is like, no amount of money can save you from there, right? So it's a matter of patience game, and see how much he can drag this on. And it's quite sad that this guy is still dragging this thing on. One would think, as my lawyer was saying today, one would think that he would come in and try to like say that, I was trying to stole money from you and it didn't work. Or maybe he's not even going to take it that far. Let you know like, hey, I lost the case. What can we do about it? But he just wants to delay. I don't know. He doesn't know what to do right now. And he's going to owe me a lot of money at the end of the day. All right, so we are at Tema Committee 10. This is where the renovation is happening. Well, this is old money, all right? That's why you can see all the roads are paved out here for the most part. It's old money. Tema is pretty old. Most communities in Tema, whether it's a nice neighborhood or not, the roads is down. Kwame Nkrumah did a great time. It's way back, like about 60 years ago, Tema has been a thing. Tema is like one of the only communities where like, the sewer system, right? Where our toilet and everything goes is like they have a whole system that you don't have to dig your own, biodigest or whatever. Tema is one of the only communities where that exists. So it's well planned out. Tema is old money, right? Way back in the day, 60 years ago, if you weren't like balling, you cannot make it in Tema. You just can't. It was for the old money. And when you drive around, you see a lot of nice houses. That's like old designs. And back in the days, that was a lot of money. Like the house that we are renovating right now, that was old money, right? 62 years ago, you gotta be rich to have that. As you could see, well, before we get to this, let's turn around here. Let me show you guys what we got here, right? So this is an old structure. The pink one, that's an old structure. As you could see, it's pretty beat down, but as I'm gonna walk you guys through the neighborhood, it's either people did renovations to keep up with the, the new hip hop lifestyle, or it looks old, right? This looks old. But as you could see to the left and the right, both places is either they brought down the old building completely, they bought out the previous owners. That's how you build wealth in Africa, right? You end up in a good neighborhood and you sell this land going for, it's probably gonna go for maybe $100,000 to $200,000 for one plot. One plot is like 1/4 of an acre. That's how much it's gonna go for in a neighborhood like this. And then somebody with money will put up a massive structure. So that's what's going on. The one in between is old money. Old money. There you gotta have a lot of money about 60 years ago to put up a structure like this. And then to the size of it is new buildings. And as I'm walking through the neighborhood with you guys will see there's a lot of new buildings, really big houses. Those people came in and bought out the old, residents. All those residents, some of them traveled outside or they just got money, or, politics, they got money and they upgraded because it's a beautiful neighborhood, right? All the roads are paved for the most part. You can go for jogging. And now, about 20% of the places in Ghana that you can do that. That's even me being generous, right? That's me being generous. For you to go for a run in a neighborhood, right? It's not a lot of cars. It's like just a neighborhood, road. So while there are a lot of houses in this neighborhood, there's one house that stands out, right? This person has to be balling. This house got to be like a maybe $2 million house easily, right? It's massive, massive, massive. That's a mansion. And that person got like, I think about 20 cars in there, right? You got to be balling. You got to be really balling to pull this one off, right? So this guy's a multi-millionaire, right? So this one caught my eye. It's like old design as well, but it's like a palace. When you see it's like literally like a palace, right? He got a Rolls Royce in there. So that's big money, bro. Got the Rolls Royce in there. He got a range in there. He's got Escalade in there, and it's all white. The guy, I think, white got to be the favorite color, but it's massive, bro. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Beautiful structure. Old design. So beautiful. I need to do this sometimes. These guys are just simply cleaning the walls and everything here. I don't do that. My walls get dirty and I want to paint it. I think I should wash it sometimes, right? Because he washed the stones and he washed the paint as well. And it looks amazing. It's old design, but I like this. I really love this. I love this. Old design, but very beautiful. Ayiko. Now, if you don't know, Ayiko in Ghana means great job or something like that, right? When somebody's working, that's when you say it. You say Ayiko, that means great job. Right? I have this in front of my house. I hope that one day gets like this. This is beautiful Christmas tree. Now you don't have to do anything when you are ready to, celebrate Christmas. You just got to put your lights in there. You're good to go. And like I said, this is old money. So this probably been here for the past 20 to 30 years to get to this level. By then, old Rush will be around 62, 60-ish, Hopefully by then, I'm worth about $500 million to $1 billion. Amen to that. Say amen to that, right? So what I was trying to show you guys, right, is like old money, right? When I say old money, this is somebody here, I think, so okay, it's the same person. It's the same person, but now they got the money up. So they're building this massive structure in the back, right? So you can see it's massive structure in the back to really like retire lavishly, right? And there's a lot of these. I could walk through this neighborhood like the whole day, right? As I walk you guys around, you see that some of the structures are old, like old designs, simple, minimalistic houses, because Ghana's come a long way. Back in the days, even if you like really balling, this is what you had, right? Like it was really respected, right? You have to be balling to put up a structure like this green structure here. That was way back in the days. And now there's money in the country. So people are out here building massive structures. And that's the new structures that you see. And some people just don't have the money to compete with what's going on in the neighborhood. The wise thing that you can do is to sell out, right? Cash out $200,000 for one plot. And way back in the day, the plot was 100 feet by 100 feet. The new one is 70 feet by 100 feet, so it's much bigger. You get $150,000, $200,000. That could be life-changing for somebody who came up maybe in the 1950s, 1960s, but didn't really, make it out. And they got a nice house there, small, but they can live a better life, right? They can cash out 200,000 easily. And you see more of them over there. These massive houses definitely bought out old people, right? So these are the structures that you were seeing around, including the one that we are renovating right now. These are the structures, like this neighborhood. These are the structures that you're gonna see. So all these big houses that I'm now showing is relatively new, like less than 20 years ago. Yeah, I wish I live here. You know what I mean? Like my neighborhood is nice, it's up and coming, but it would take a long time before it gets here. Maybe 10 to 15 years before it gets to this level with the roads done. So you can go for a walk, you can go for a run and all of that. With a road like this, right? You can, without getting dirty, right? Without getting all the dust on you. So that's the ideal. And it's quite sad because I actually got into a car accident today, but it was nothing big. Somebody backed up on my car. Just as I was saying, right, it's a bit loud because they are working. People are being bought out, right? As you can see the wall, this is pretty old. They got bought out and somebody with money put up something huge. And that's what's happening all around. Most of the big houses, I can walk you guys through the whole neighborhood, and that's just how it is. And look at this. Look at this. So some people bought the land and they just left it there, right? Those people are doing flipping. They're flipping the land, right? That's exactly what this person is going to do. They didn't even spend the money to put a wall around it. But they did, mark their boundaries though. They marked their boundaries and they're gonna definitely sell this. So we are at Tema 10, Banana Avenue. And just to get you guys thinking, 20, 30, 40 years from now, right? The value that you can build, because you see those houses, they were old, small houses, but it was big money back then. And who knows, those big houses I'm showing you right now, it might be too small 50 years from now, because so much money coming to Africa.